Hello, good evening, and what can I tell you? This is Kyle. I've got the day 3 beer, Koitzla, which I found out is the correct way to pronounce that, Koitzla. And the reason I found that is because I downloaded the beer app. That's what it looks like. That came with the Advent calendar, the Brewer's Advent Calendar 2020 by the company is called Kalea. So you guys can look that up if you want. I bought mine at Costco. So far the beers have been pretty good. They're all German imported beers. They're all in 16-ounce cans, which is nice. The beer advent calendar I've had in the past came I mean, it was a regular size, like 12-ounce bottle, but I don't know. It didn't seem like it was that much. But these nice big cans of beer. And I'm going to try to pour it once again in my smaller glass stein here that my daughter gave me because she's a Becky Lynch fan, the man. Of course, I'm sure you all know who she is. But I got this app, and what you can do with it is you take it, you point the thing at the beer. Let's see if I can get this all in frame here. You point it at the beer, and you press the button. Why is it? Oh, well. I'm going to try some. Hold on, hang on. Let's do this. There we go. Got a little makeshift. Put that in the background. We got a makeshift stand. So you take the app, you point it at the beer, take a picture of the beer label, and then it pulls up the beer. So this is it, I guess, and it's a different label, but these cans are apparently all made for the Advent calendar. So I don't think Kreuzler has a beer normally that looks like this, but the Kreuzler Urhel is the one that comes up when you scan it. So it's like beeradvocate.com. It's got ratings and things like that. But they have videos about the beers, and this one just happens to be in German. So, so listen. This guy knows what he's talking about. There you go. Kreuzler. So anyway, that was that. Now let's get to it. And actually, I'm going to put this back in my little stand while I pour it, so I can have two hands here. The problem with this cup is I could only pour it with one hand, so it was just pouring straight down in, and there was tons of head. I'm going to try pouring it a little more smoothly this time. So this looks a lot like the day 1 beer that was called Hell, which I guess was an Urhel style. I don't know if I've ever heard of that before. Come on. Wow, that's really full. My mug isn't big enough. Okay, let me take a sip and get this top part off, and then I'll pour the rest in there. There we go. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. There we go. So, Kreuzler Pilsner. It tastes like a German Pilsner, like a good German Pilsner. very pilsnery. It's got that bitterness to it. It's not bad. I for one prefer the darker beers, but I like the malty European stuff over that sharp hoppy West Coast American IPA craft beer stuff. It's good. Don't get me wrong, it's good, but man, it's just they just overdo it. It's like citrusy, dank, um, all of these just terrible. It's anyway the hops. It's way too much. It's too much. You gotta balance it out a little bit. So this is good. I mean, this isn't my favorite style of beer, but I can tell this is a good version of that beer. Pilsner, German Pilsner. It's tasty. Um, that's about it. Oh, something I just heard yesterday was that one of my favorite shows, Vikings, is finally coming back for their final, whatever half of the last season that they were going to put out. But it's going to be on Amazon, at least initially. And it's supposed to happen end of this month, I think. So they've just released that information. The final 10 episodes or whatever it is going to be released on Amazon at the end of this month. And then I think they're going to put it back on the History Channel as normal right after that. So I don't know what kind of weird contract they had signed for these last few episodes. But anyway, I'm glad it's going to be back, and I hope all of you will watch it at the same time I am, because I'll probably have comments about what I'm seeing, and I don't want to spoil anything. Anyway, on to the next beer. Prost, as they say.